The girl who carried the village. Long ago, in a small African village surrounded by tall mountains and golden fields, there lived a young girl named Amara. Amara was not rich. Her family lived in a small house with a roof made of gold sheets. Some days there was enough food to eat. Other days her mother would quickly give her portions to the children. But Amara had something powerful inside her. She had hope. Every morning before the sun rose, Amara walked a long distance to fetch water. Then she helped her mother prepare food, took care of her younger siblings, and walked to school. Many people in the village laughed at her. "Why do you keep going to school?" they asked. "And you are just a village girl. You will never become anything." Amara never answered them. She simply kept walking. One day, her teacher gave the class an assignment. "Write down your biggest dream," he said. The children wrote about cars, big houses, and traveling to different countries. Amara wrote only one sentence: "I want to change my village." When the teacher read it, she looked at her and asked, "How will you do that?" Amara replied, "I don't know yet, but I will start by learning." Years passed. Amara studied under a small lamp when there was no electricity. She studied when she was tired. She studied when people told her she will fail. Then one day, tragedy struck the village. The river that gave the village water began to dry up. The crops died. The animals became weak. Families began to struggle. Everyone gathered and asked, "What can we do?" Amara remembered something she had learned in school. She stood before the village and said, "We can collect rainwater. We can plant trees near the river. We can work together to protect the land." First, people laughed at her. Who will listen to a girl? Who will listen to a young girl? But Amara did not give up. She began by planting one tree, then another. Her younger siblings joined her, then her friends, then the women of the village. Slowly, the entire village began working together. They built rainwater containers. They planted trees. They cared for the land. And after some time, the village began to change. The river slowly returned to crops. The crops began to grow again, and people had hope. One day, the same elder who had once laughed at Amara stood before her. One of them said, "You were only a girl when you said you would change this village." Amara smiled and replied, "Yes, but every great change begins with someone who believes it is possible." Amara eventually became a teacher, and she never left her village. She built a school for children who just like her and dreamed their circumstances. And every morning when the children entered the classroom, she told them, "Never allow the place where you were born to decide the place where you will go." Because sometimes the person who will save the village, the child everyone underestimated.